In my dreams, everyone just played. Ira, my wife, everyone, they were all so happy. But now that I've opened my eyes, the reality is that no one is happy. Are you going to be okay? Think about it. Why would Ira? Why would she show such nice dreams to the people who are fallen ill? Dreams. Why would Ira have been showing us such happy dreams? That was Ira's one wish. She wanted everyone to be happy. That was her one true, powerful wish. The curse of unhappiness flows from your own selfishness. Unless you take Ira's wish to heart, you will only repeat that mistake. Repeat the mistake? No, never. Once was enough. I don't want Ira's wish to be in vain. We must never, ever repeat this terrible mistake. But what should we do? We can only show you the path. It is you who must take it. I don't know how to say this. I am very sorry for troubling you. There is no excuse for it. Please do not worry about it. We really have not done anything ourselves. We were unable to help. But at least you tried. I didn't even try to do anything. The entire village is very upset about this. At times like these, the village chief must be strong and decisive. The way I have behaved so far. What could I do? What could any one person do on his own? Curse it, must I educate everyone? Don't you understand Ira's last wish? Ira, she wanted everyone in the village to get along with each other. But I wonder if it's really possible. That is up to all of you. If you want to continue fighting or cast away your differences, it is up to each of you. You don't know how much I regret having placed such a burden upon dear little Ira. Somehow, I never considered that, and yet, you travelers, you all realized it long ago. Sandra has apologized to all of us. She claimed total responsibility for everything. I didn't even say anything. Not a thing in Ira's face. I'll never forget how she looked. Ira wanted to make flowers bloom all over the village. She believed that would make everyone happy. Everyone contributed to the sorrow here. Mistake after mistake was made, and somehow it all led to this. I can understand how hard it is for Sandra right now. I also felt that all was lost when my husband collapsed. Now that it's come to this, oh, what in the world can we do? Oh, what can we do? A turn of events. Very bad indeed. We all must harness what we experienced here, so that we may never repeat the mistakes made. Why is it that we learn what is truly important only after this sort of thing happened? No matter how much I regret it, oh, how can I make amends for this? The heart grows stronger with time and experience. After this tragedy, all of our hearts have become stronger. We must become stronger, and we must bring happiness to this village. Alright. Witty Moge bombs. Lots of them. Although, I'd rather wait till the last possible moment to buy them, but I'll probably need them. I didn't use nearly as many Lumiere flowers as I thought it would. Hey, 6E, yes, this is going on YouTube, and I actually beat the eye! In the second to last attempt, it got stuck. Like, it stopped doing anything. It wasn't attacking, it wasn't, like, it wouldn't move on the IP gauge. Even its animations froze. I didn't take it. I did not take it. Mostly because by the time the eye itself was the last thing left, I still have one character alive in addition to the one that I needed to have the level up. And look, he jumped from 12 all the way to 15. So, ooh, Elena's up to 16. So she's probably going to be MVP for the next boss. So I guess by process of elimination, Ryudo gets the next kill. Which is fine, because he can actually survive. I should probably equip my skills to reflect that. So life up, toughness. Between you two, who has higher agility? You have the shoes on, so... you get speed. There we go. I did not intend to do anything, that's just how it ended up. I'm starving, but Mom still hasn't made anything. Ha, you just get better and you wake to an empty stomach. Ouch. You've got it rough, kid. Do not listen to him. It is very common to be hungry when you recover from an illness. Well, that's true. Are you guys lodgers? Then you gotta try Mom's cooking. She's famous all through the village. Actually, we have already dined here. Your mother is an incredible cook. Huh. Oh, so you've already tried her cooking? Yes, it was very delicious. Rather pleasing to the palate. I can't wait to eat Mom's cooking. I'm starving, but mine's not ready yet. Alright, so we just gotta do the dinner scene, and I think we can move on. Welcome, all of you. I feel like I've been dreaming. I'll never forget what Ira said in my dream. If we stay here forever, we won't suffer. She was a kind girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Will you be staying here tonight? Yep. Please make yourself at home. I'll cook up something extra special for you all. Come on, let's eat. I'm starving. The buildings in this village all have such strange shapes. I wonder what they are. Shells, I guess. Wherever I see. Hey, Elena? They lived in the ocean, right? That was what I remember reading. If so, then why is this village in the forest now? The buildings of this village, they're all built of stone since no good building lumber can be found here. But the stone is very old. Perhaps it was from long before the granite cliffs were created. Huh, does that have anything to do with the shells that appear on the buildings of this village? This area was the bottom of the sea. There are shell fossils in the stones. The villagers used them to adorn buildings. So this place rose up from the bottom of the ocean when the granite cliffs were formed. How interesting. Maybe those with nowhere to go after the granite cliffs formed settled here. The scars of a battle long past curse us all, even now. Oh, by the way, where are my manners? How are you today, Sixie? I do not know much of religion, thus I do not know a great deal about this battle of good and evil, but its curse remains. Yes, there are many people who are still now suffering from the battle of good and evil. That is certainly so. To face one's past is good, but to focus too heavily on it distracts you from what is most important, the present. Oh, I am ecstatic because I just beat that eye. It took me like 10 hours of trying. Like, I hope none of the other bosses are that bad. Or at least none of them forced me to go all the way back, and then it's basically RNG if I have any decent attempt. Because that was the thing. If all the eyes decided to use Delta Burst or Snooze decided to not work, that's the entire attempt down the toilet right there. To keep a positive outlook on life is much more useful than to constantly dwell on the past. Even if the battle of good and evil itself is detestable, it did happen, and we are here regardless. Certainly, there is no point in turning your back on the facts. I wonder if the people living in Mirumu village know much about their past. It must have been a constant hardship. At some point, they have to stop running from the past and face the present. I agree. While facing your past may be important, it is much more critical to cultivate the present. I do not know much about the battle of good and evil as you do. It is not part of my culture. Sorry if I misled you, Rowan. I did not mean for you to take what I was trying to say in the wrong light. No, not at all, Mr. Merrick. I shall think carefully about what you said. That feels disconnected. Facing your past is important. That must be terribly difficult, but it is quite necessary. I want the villagers here to work hard and discover true happiness. The ancestors of this village must have suffered a great deal. I just wish they would do something about these painful chairs. I think that's it for this one. Well, you about finished with your food? Now let's keep eating. If you always leave from the past, you can never move forward with your life. Yeah, I think that's enough. Ugh, I'm full. I'm full. That meal was terrific. Thanks, Irina. Alright, now we get to do this 2 more times with the other dialogue branches. Huzzah! There we are. Yes, these chairs and the room interiors, the roof, the buildings of the village. Do they bother you too, Rowan? They are strangely shaped. Uh-oh. Ah, the chairs we sit in are shell-shaped as well. I think I'm locked on this here. Oh. It must have been terrible for the people of this village. Oh, I missed the dialogue. Well, you about finished with your food? Old wounds always ache. Darn it, I messed up there. I don't think anyone actually says anything notable here. Like, it seems to be just one dialogue tree. As opposed to back at Liligoo, where there were actually 3 distinct branches. But these are my favorite bits about this game, so I'm gonna try not to I'll try not to miss them if I can. Oh, what the? Mr. Merrick, what's wrong? Could it be the demon man you seek? Where? No. I sat down hard upon my tail and pinched it. I apologize for startling you. These chairs are sure strange and rather difficult to handle. I just pulled out the chair a bit and I pinched my tail. Now that you mention it, these chairs have a pretty strange shape. What shape is this? Let's see. Why do you think they use so many shells in the buildings here? Now that you mention it, I wonder why that is. It must have been difficult to live in such a cold, rocky land. Those driven from their homes during the battle of good and evil are certainly spread far and wide. Wounds from the past, so there are people who are still suffering from that cursed battle. This is not limited to this village. The scars of a battle long past curse us all, even now. Even now, 10,000 years after the battle of good and evil, there are still people who suffer from the scars of battle. Huh. I didn't know they actually gave a number of years. Alright, I think we've done everything. If you always flee from the past, you can never move forward with your life. Alright, we're done here. I'll save first. Well, not necessarily. But man, that was rough. And there are 2 more bosses I'm actually worried about. So, that's going to be fun. Before I move on, I want to go back to Miramu Village to see if they update the dialogue immediately. We'll get stronger. No, we must get stronger. If we don't, then Ira's dream would have been in vain. After all, what she wanted was for all of us to be happy. If only we'd understood that, then maybe we must become stronger, and we must bring happiness to this village. I think this is the same. Yeah, I think that's the same. So we'll move on a little bit, and then we'll come back to see more dialogue. So, who's ready for more non-action? And please excuse my misstep, I guess I want to call that. Yeah, I think I wanted to overwrite this one. Guard mushroom. It might be a little bit tough to get all the treasure here. That looks kind of nice. Well, not very... Oh, by the way, Stixie, you missed another glitch. In addition to the one I just mentioned with the eye just freezing. Like, it broke. The cobblestone road in Miramu Village was replaced with Merrick's texture. Like, I don't know how that happened, but it did. It actually, like, legit spooked me.
Come on, this way, hurry!
Scattering stone. I'm not sure that's too useful.
Everyone, this
Why
way!
does everything feel slower? Oh, right. Basically, what I ended up having to do, Sixie, was that I had to go back to the previous boss because I saved after spending all of my magic or some of my magic coins from that boss on something else. Oh, how did I miss that? And the result was that I had to go back, find him again, so I could use a specific buff to make me go faster than the enemies. It paid off. It paid off, because I could actually afford to just beat on the boss. Like, constantly just beat it with physical attacks. Now, it was still faster than any one character, even after all that buffing, but it was nowhere near as fast as it was last time, comparatively speaking. Oh, I got initiative from that.
Come on, this way. Hurry.
There we go. Ooh, Seed of Life. We will not be using that. Haha. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there are no regular enemies that we have to fight to, like, open a locked door or something for the rest of the game. Not to my recollection. And if there is, it's not going to be a problem like any of the last ones were, really. Especially the frogs. The darn frogs. Like, that was by far the worst part, because basically you had to guess which one it was that opened either of the gates you wanted. Lion Field Guard. Ryudo gets first pick of armor because he's gonna need it. I'm a little bit disappointed because the extra defense from that armor never really came into play in that last fight. And I spent a lot of money on armor. Scroll of All Heal. Useful for an emergency. What's over here? Was I over here already? Yeah, that was the chest. I just want to make sure I get everything here. Oh, what was that there? Oh, Bloody Milker, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I need to get in the live section so I can see those. There we go. Eventually, I'll get, like, sound clips for those. But for now, I'm a little bit on the busy side, but... Suddenly loud, what's it called? Suddenly loud waterfall. I don't have Twitch. Alright, I need to get the thing back up. I keep clicking around, I forget to put the Twitch window back up so I can see what's going on my end. Or rather, so I can see if something goes wrong on Twitch's end versus mine. If I had a third screen, it wouldn't be as bad, because I could just put one here, the other there. Alright, we camp here tonight. Because how I have it right now, I gotta squeeze them both on the same screen. Alright, we'll make camp here. With the very loud bugs around. The whole thing leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Just what happened to Miramu Village? I wonder if our actions were correct. I cannot accept Celine's ways, but what else could be done? Could something else have been done? None can find fault with Sandra. Her actions were those of a dutiful parent. The High Priestess was set on purifying the entire village, yet despite her intentions, would that have been the right thing to do? That girl, Ira, I could never kill her. If it weren't for Millennia, we'd still be back there sorting through this mess. Heck, Celine might have put a torch to everything. Whoa, what the... Windows! Again? With the freaking... No! Like, do not show this message again. And it's going to anyway, because this is not the first time it's done this to me. Millennia seems... I don't know. She doesn't seem to be entirely whacked out. In any case, I don't see her as a demon. Don't you see? Millennia is Valmar, right? Does she not steal souls and do evil deeds? I still do not understand. Is she really the wings of Valmar? Millennia is but a child, yet unacquainted with the world. Miss Millennia, still a child? You think so? I think of her as quite an adult. The more I hear of Millennia, the more my disquiet grows. Who or what is she? Just thinking of her presence inside me makes me ill at ease. We must ask ourselves, what is Millennia's purpose? What motives has she? But I speak of riddles. Just who or what is Millennia, I wonder. I cannot believe that the darkness or Millennia or what have you would intercede on people's behalf. Come on, we've yapped enough for tonight. Also, I might add that we're about halfway through the challenge. Approximately halfway through the game. You know what? I may as well save. I haven't spent anything, so I'll save over the same file. Yeah. I hate those things. I wish I wouldn't have to deal with them so often. I'm not sure if I'd rather deal with those or those star mirages back at Iris Space. Because those things, repeatedly, have teleported right on top of me. And there's no way to get around that. Waterfall. Battle Manicure. Okay, so there's two of those. A Silver Feather and a Godspeed Ring. Plus 15 act, I will take that. Battle Manicure. Where could I possibly use that? Because anything... Well, there's only like a handful of them in the entire game. And I have no idea of where, if you can even get any more. And even so, like, you've seen how little we've been using physical attacks just as filler while we're waiting for the enemies to wear us down. So only one character gets experience. Yeah, that's actually relatively low texture water by today's standards. I wonder, given the required tools, how quickly could you recreate this game using modern engines? Let's see. Is this a shortcut or is this extra treasure? I don't think it's a shortcut because I've seen it before. It would definitely be a shortcut if the game actually made you backtrack through the areas. Mock boots. Let's see. Supersonic speed. We'll give him the rune. He has less defense, or less HP. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Doesn't look like there's anything right there. Not sure what that noise was, though. You know what? I'm gonna check that back out again. It sounds like there should be a secret there or something. Oh, that's the chameleon. That's the sound the chameleons make. Never mind me, I'm being silly. Alright, more voice acting. We stay here tonight, people. Fine, I will go get some water. A fine idea. I shall accompany you. It will make your burden lighter. No, I'll be able to manage. Then I shall keep you company. Come, let us go. You two, take care, alright? We're almost there. If I had known this trip would take so long, I would have had Vic's pet sit Sky here. I fear our trip would have been much shorter had you not been with us, Ryudo. It is only because of you that we can come so far. I've learned many things as well. Thank you for what you have done. Well, I'm, not the only one who should be thanked. I, did some things I normally wouldn't do because of you. But it was worth it. I've never actually enjoyed doing a job before. And I have never seen the little punk actually work before either. Shut your wormhole, Sky. Shouldn't you be pecking and scratching at the ground anyway? Where is he anyway? When we come to the cathedral and meet with His Holiness, Pope Zera, do you think he will be truly able to exorcise Valmor? That I don't know. Look, this is a bit off topic, but I've been meaning to ask. Why are you so nice? Well, the souls of the people are weak, so I must help them. I must bring them to the light. If they are not strong, then the Dark One will seize upon their weaknesses, as with me. Will His Holiness be able to save me? There is always a way. We'll see him tomorrow. We'll know then. What took you so long? Dinner's ready. The path we followed wrapped upon itself as a many-coiled serpent. Its course at once both circuitous and labyrinthine. Mr. Merrick is trying to say, "Whatever are you two talking about?" We were lost. Come, let us eat. My claws are sheathed and my belly hollow. A nice atmosphere with a grunting big feet. About time you two showed up. How many people does it take to get water? And what took you so long anyway? What is with you two? I did not think it would take long to fetch water. Well, no, we just got a little lost, right, Mr. Merrig? Rowan, there was no need to dwell on such things. I see you have found yourselves. My heart is gladdened. Mr. Merrig, you really do worry about the strangest things. It would have been fun to watch on the sly. There are times when it is best to allow the river to run its own course. You will discover the truth of this soon enough. In any event, our path draws near to the cathedral. So we shall finally reach Grandia's Cathedral. We have come so far. And what do you mean by that? We shall find... No, that's the same. The cathedral, a place of assembly where thought rather than substance is brought as an offering unto heaven. Interesting. We are almost to the St. Hein Papal State, into the Grandia's Cathedral, where the people gather to say their prayers. I wonder, do prayers said long ago by people you never knew still stay around, even if no one still remembers them? Even a thought cast aside has the faculty to trouble and sway the mind. There is a danger in this, though the new supplants the old. Though the aged pine chokes the sapling of light, in due time the sapling will rise, as it must. On the other hand, there may be people who are still trapped by the old beliefs that they think are so important. A thought carries far on the wings of prayer. Do a man's dreams drift silently to the ages? I wish I could just mash a circle on this one. We'll speed things up a bit tomorrow. Let's get to bed. Yeah, we're like on the last 2 screens or something. Streamlabs? Oh no! Oh no! Did Streamlabs? Did the stream freeze? Yeah, I guess the stream froze, so that wasn't me. What froze? The video or the audio or both? Am I having problems? Oh boy. Oop. Let's see. Is it the... It seems fine now. I'm not sure what's going on here. Like... There we go. We having problems, or, like, is it panic basket time? Maybe Twitch just hiccuped. I'll see soon enough in the... If it was a brief hiccup, then I guess it won't be a problem in the... On the, playback. This is still going to YouTube. I didn't actually mute myself this time. I'm not going to upload those videos unless there's demand for it. I'll just release them all as one lost episode. Wait, you got lost. There's water right here. That's kind of why I couldn't keep a poker face, because I knew that was there. And I've actually read a text-based Let's Play of this game that really laid into that little detail. That's why I couldn't keep a straight face. I'm sorry, guys. Like... Dragon Slayer Axe. Finally, Mara can do, admittedly, a bit more damage. Well, 10 points of attack goes a long way. 15 points of attack goes a long way. Holy Wound Salve. There we go. Just sneak by him like Solid Snake. And I think we're almost out of here. I don't like those things. Now, what's the point of this here? Just decoration? Looks like it might be decoration. Oh no! Oh, the rumbling! Oh boy. Make it stop. Make it stop.
This way.
Now that is why I hate those things. Three waterfalls. I don't think anything comes with this room right here. And they're just still floating in the air. Get away from me. There we are. Oh yeah, that was definitely the chameleons I was hearing. Fun fact, those are dragon-type enemies, so Merrick's new axe will actually do more damage to them. Yay! Ooh, see the spells, that increases MP, I believe. There's nothing right here, is there? No, there isn't. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Is anyone else dizzy? Alright, let me try Mirumu Village again and see if the text updated there. Nope, no it hasn't. Sorry for checking so much, but I feel paranoid now. We made it! We are finally here. Before you lies the splendor of the St. Heim Papal State, dedicated in honor of the glory and majesty of our great Lord Granis. Cute. This where the cathedral is? Yes, it is so. But what business have you at the cathedral? I am a sister in the service of Lord Granis. My name is Elena. Father Carius of Carbo in the Black Forest instructed me to come and call upon His Holiness, Pope Zera. Well, that must have been quite a journey, so you wish to meet His Holiness Zera. I must make a report regarding the ceremony of sealing. Well then, let me lead you to the cathedral. Well, I would rather not today. I shall go there directly tomorrow. As you wish, I shall inform His Holiness. And so the mighty warriors have come to the end of their lengthy, needlessly complicated journey. You did good, kid. Must be tired. Ryudo, what will you and the others do now? I'm still a little concerned about my brother, but I have no idea where he might be. Fate has seen fit to bind brother to brother. I would stay on with you, for Destiny's work is not yet complete. I would like to stay with you too, but I am also interested in the stories told by the Church of Grandia, so I would like to stay here a while. Not a problem, not like I have anywhere else to be. But Alana, you sure you don't want to take care of business today? It is an audience with His Holiness Zara, so I want to be neat before I go. Okay, let's spend the night here and rest our feet, or for some of us, our rat-stained claws. Yes, let's do. I am hungry as well. Yes, you are right. It must have been a long, hard trip from Carbo. You are in the home of Lord Grandia now, so you needn't worry about a thing. I'll convey your request for an audience with His Holiness Zara, so please just take it easy and rest for a while. That's not... I don't want to go into the inn just yet. I want to go to the store first. I don't want to advance supply. I want to talk to people. Oh! Oh, little cute thing just squeaked up to the chair. Welcome. Welcome to St. Heim shop. Located right here in the St. Heim Papal State, land of Lord Grandia. Oh, that's a secure. That's not what I thought I would do. Okay, it's knocked back. Healing ring. That might be useful. I'll keep that in mind. I can buy a scroll of all heal now. So I guess I can still use healing herbs, but scroll of all heals heal 500. So I'll keep that in mind, but I'm not gonna buy... Oh, I can buy these now. Butter roll, fish sandwich, Moge bomb, holy ashes. Holy ashes do more damage. But then Moge bombs have IP damage. I might want to buy those nuts. I might want to buy them because it's like, it's not as good as a speedy, but it acts in the area of effect. So I want 20 holy ashes. That sounds about right. I do want that much. You're welcome back anytime. That is a huge pair of... Is it a huge... No, they're not really that oversized. They're big on Ryudo, at least. They're about Merrick-sized. You've had such a long trip. You must be very tired today. Please take it easy and get some rest. Alright, first things first, we're gonna go over here, which I didn't even know was here the first time I played the game. That was an error in the game's coding. You know what, I really should, instead of keeping a typo count, I should have been keeping like a poor port count. Like every time an issue cropped up with a port. Squeak bah! Gee, aren't these things just disgustingly cute? Squeak bah! Squeak bah! Squeak bah! They cry as if they try to relay the message to us. What is it, little squeak bah? It's a little hard to take that line seriously. Squeak bah! Squeak bah! It's impossible for me to really tell which ones... Squeak bah! Squeak bah! It seems as though the squeak bah grows rather quickly. It begins so small and soon enough they are full grown. I came to this country with my wife. It's such an amazing land, isn't it? I'm happy here, surrounded by lovely mountains. And you wouldn't guess it by my looks, but I have even climbed some of these beautiful St. Heim mountains. Wow, I'm impressed. I never do that. Well, unless my job didn't take me there. I'd do almost anything for some gold. You wouldn't believe how spectacular the land below looks from the top of those mountains. I still remember it so clearly. Now, it's too dangerous to climb those peaks. Living down here surrounded by them, all we can do is admire their beauty. It will be wonderful when someday they will be safe to climb again. You know, when I'm in this country, I can relax and not worry about being attacked. I can live easily, with lovely mountain views. all the great places in the St. Hein Papal State, this is the greatest. Can you feel it? You're right, the sunshine is so nice and warm, and the breeze is so calm and refreshing. Yes, aren't they? Nothing can keep this place from having the perfect combination of sunshine and gentle breezes. Lord Grannis has watched over this place for a long, long time. Such a lovely spot. I, for one, am fine without some god looming over me, watching my every move. No thanks. With the sun and breeze here, I must say that no place enjoys as much of Lord Grannis' protection as this one. Lord Grannis, thank you for granting me another day of peace and tranquility. Alright, I'm gonna go around the outer edge. This is a fairly sizable area. I think this is the last one. Squeak bah! Nope, it's the same as an earlier one. Sorry if it feels like I'm dawdling. I just want to make sure I get all the dialogue. Here we go. See those squeak bars over there? Their ancient ancestors used to be clouds. White fluffy clouds that floated in the sky. That is an interesting story. But tell me, why did the clouds become squeak bars? Long ago, after the battle of good and evil ended, our ancestors were very hungry and cold, so Lord Grannis gave them to us. That's from an old fairy tale that my grandma told me. Isn't it nice? That is one of my favorites. Squeak bar. Ah, what a cute cry. And this wolf is so fluffy and warm. Warm and happy. Let's see. Those things are so cute. Much better than the Caros. The wind turns the windmills, and the windmills grind the wheat for our bread. And bread is what keeps us alive. So a sacred wind blows from the St. Hein Mountains, where Lord Grannis has descended, and that wind helps keep us alive. Grannis took extra good care of this land. The other countries suffer, though. No wonder you like it so much here, Elena. Yes, I do, I guess. As long as the windmills keep turning, our life can go on from day to day. It's truly something to be thankful for. I think that's about it for this area. Now we can do the actual town. Wait, are those blade? Does it look like it's made out of stone, or are those more like shingles? Because I swear those look like stone blades on the windmill. And let me tell you, I may be going to school for electrical engineering, but that sounds like a bad idea to me. Or, well, maybe not bad, but terribly inefficient. Don't know why there's a music shift from there to there. I don't think it done that in the PS2 version. I'm no good without some wine. See, my hands are trembling. Ever since my beloved wife passed away, I've been rather fond of wine, and this is what came of that. Still, I thought of starting over again. My son Mark is still young. I could start over, living with him. I thought I could have a rebirth of sorts in this land, shake off my weak spirit, and I'd become an outstanding father. I thought I'd undergo any kind of suffering to put a smile back on my son's face. Of course you would. You must have been lonely by yourself. I prefer to run solo myself. Though at times, tough at times, but it has its advantages. I thought I could have a rebirth of sorts in this land. Same as before. Seems like it might be a little bit light on the dialogue. What's the matter? Are you resting? Or do you feel sick or something? I've got to watch Squeak Boss to make sure they don't escape from their pasture. Did you guys already get to the Squeak Boss pasture? Yeah, we went there already. Oh, so did you see the Squeak Boss? Cute little critters, aren't they? No, not yet. Well, you should go see it. It's got the best view around. Very refreshing, and lots of cute Squeak Boss. Where is this pasture anyway? Just go straight down the road behind the inn, and you can't miss it. It's a great spot. You should really go see it. I know what we'll have for dinner with the whole family tonight. Let's have freshly baked bread with Squeak Boss milk. Our family can hardly finish a day without eating some of that. I better start making it. You plan to have your entire family together for dinner? How nice. Why such a gloomy face? We're about to eat, aren't we? Cheer up. Okay, what we've been waiting for. Here's what we've been waiting for. Homemade squeak bar milk bread. I better start baking it quickly. I'm not sure if that's just intentionally awkwardly written or mistake of the translation or something, because that was really tough for me to read for some reason. Hey, you know what the Day of Darkness is? Real scary stuff happens on that day. You wouldn't believe how scary it is. But this country will be okay because Lord Grandia is protecting us. It won't be scary at all for us. Well, that's good news if it's true, right, Elena? Ryudo. Hey, are you guys going to stay here from now on? No, we're leaving rather shortly. There's still more that we must take care of. What? You should stay here. Lord Grandia will protect you here. It's dangerous if you go elsewhere. I am afraid we must. Ryudo and the others have things they must attend to. Recently, my husband of many years passed away. He left this world peacefully. I thank Lord Grandia for that. You're thankful that your husband died? Whatever for? My dear husband was with me until he passed on, and we were very happy together. I'm also grateful to Lord Grandia for that. Yes, I understand. I, too, am grateful to Lord Grandia that my companions and I have made it this far. Everything should be as Lord Grandia wishes. I'll never forget my gratitude to Lord Grandia, no matter what happens. Alright. Ooh, look, it's a geo... Crazy people be crazy. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. Ooh, look, it's a geohound. He's kind of cute, eh? What? He's already got a girlfriend? Hold on there. I have employed Ryudo as my bodyguard. And while that duty may be complete, it does not mean that we're... Oh, so you two will split up. That's too bad. Poor dear. Need some comforting, do you? No, lady, I don't. I need a little excitement. This place is a bit too peaceful. Pretty dull, I'd say. Oh well. Good grief. I talked to you already? Hey, guess what? I know why Lord Grandia came down the St. High Mountains. Lord Grandia was in the sky, right? Jumping down from way up there could be dangerous. Hehe. Oh, so Lord Grandia came down using the nearby mountains as a staircase, eh? Lord Grandia didn't want to get hurt by jumping down all the way from the sky. There, the St. High Mountains make nice stairs. Lord Grandia knew that people needed help. Being hurt would help no one. Lord Grandia is so kind and thoughtful. I may not know much of this deity of yours, but I must commend you on your creative way of thinking. I'm sure Lord Grandia didn't want to hurt himself by jumping down all the way from the sky, so he came down from the St. High Mountains. Alright, so I can just make a loop around here. You folks sure like to look flashy, eh? Why, just look at all those things you're wearing. My. Huh? Oh, they're tools of the trade. Oh, I see. You're peddlers, are you? Even though you're young, it's a tough business. Maybe I'll buy something. What, you mean to say you're not peddlers? Then why are you wearing such a big getup? Look, old man, I'm a geohound. A geohound. Understand? Geo-hound. Oh, okay, I get it. I can hear just fine, don't yell. But tell me, what is a geo-pound anyway? Ryudo, do not get so worked up over it. People out here never hear of geohounds. Say, Sonny, you know the geo-pounds you were talking about a minute ago? I'd like one of those. How much are they? Ah, you don't have a clue. I've been to the Siren Kingdom over on the other side of the Laurel Hills. This country is calmer and nicer. The Siren Kingdom's a nice country, but it's a bit too rambunctious for us older folks. Oh, I've heard rumors that they like to party it up over there. Festivals and whatnot, eh, Rowan? Yes, I have heard of that. Here, in this peaceful country, my husband and I like watching the windmills turn and viewing the lovely hills around us. Daily life is very plain and simple here, but for us it's a happy life. We're glad we came to this country. I am envious that you can find such peace and quiet. I wish to one day find a peaceful place. What, you don't like the squeak bars? How could you? You guys know who Celine is? And have you heard of the Hammer of Grandia? Celine is the Inquisitor who investigates heretics. Huh, Celine? Yeah, I know her. How do you know about her, though? Oh, people everywhere know about her. I mean, Celine is amazing. And she's, well, she's so gorgeous you could gasp for breath. That's Celine. She's bright but mild-mannered. Sure. And she's got a saintly smile. She's the very image of love and kindness. Okay, you might be a little off there. Oh boy, let me tell you, would I like to be investigated by Celine? Late at night, all alone in the cathedral? Ha, she'd purify you before you could think another thought. Oh, I've become engulfed in wicked thoughts. If only Celine were here to met out some of her strict punishments. Back away slowly. Sister, excuse me. Oh, yes, what can I do for you? Well, oh, shoot, what was it? Don't you know? Sister, there is something I'd like to ask you. Oh, yes, what is it? Shoot, I forgot. Sheesh. Excuse me, sister. What was it again? I can only remember something I wanted to ask you. I forgot. Well, feel free to ask me whatever it was when you remember. Excuse... Oh, that's the same as before. I really hate it when that happens. Anyone else around here? Pretty grand statue they've got here. What a magnificent statue! We have finally arrived in St. Heim. It has been a long, taxing journey. Traveling with all of you has both been exciting and educational. Thank you. That looks a lot of hard work. That looks like a lot of hard work, polishing Lord Grannis' statue. I bet some places are hard to reach. Like the wings, for example. The dust gathers between the feathers. It is really hard to polish in there. Right, but I do it somehow, Miss Songstress. I suppose there are some splendid statues of Lord Grannis where you live, eh? Oh, yes. When we have the statue of Lord Grannis in my home village, the sisters would clean it every morning. Miss Songstress, you've been traveling, eh? How does it feel to see the same images of Lord Grannis in many different towns? Actually, my travels end here. Grannis Cathedral is my destination. Hey, why are you looking so downcast? Elena, you're usually so cheerful and bright. You are right. We should be grateful that we have arrived safely. Miss Songstress, are you going to the cathedral? If you are, please have a look at how magnificent it is. I will, and I'll remember to tell everyone all about the cathedral when I return home. Let's see. The game won't let us go in, but I still want to see what people say here. Ryudo, as I said earlier, it is okay with me if we visit Pope Zera tomorrow. Well, oh, alright. If that's what you want, I don't care. Okay, so it is decided. We should visit this town for a while. Yeah, okay, let's head back to town. There we go. Yeah, that must be a really big staircase, because it's green here and it's icy up there. Now we get to check out the buildings. After a break. So I guess I'll start from the back and work my way around, but I'm going to take a break here. I want to grab like a quick bite to eat. I think I should be fine if I leave the game run for a little bit. It shouldn't crash that easily. So, yeah, I'm going to throw on some tunes and I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.